Hey guys, welcome to Bulletproof Business Builders. I'm Steve Maniotis, and in this webinar, you will learn how I achieved my dreams by losing the challenges holding my business back, achieving generational wealth, and leaving behind all the doubters inhibiting my success. A little bit about me. I have degrees in business management, marketing, and accounting, 40 plus years experience in the automotive industry in both retail and wholesale. Now I run our family-owned dealership. We went from a six-figure loser to a seven-figure net profit. I got to play college basketball. I coached for 20 plus years at the high school level. Hey, I love everything outdoors with my family and passionate about serving people, my church, and building leaders. I could talk for hours about politics, state of our country, sports, the outdoors, and business. So who is it that's talking to you? Just a little collage of our family. My wife, Teresa, and myself up there on one of our trips. My son playing basketball. That old picture is me when I was playing in college. Hey, I got to play college basketball, both Division I level, and then transferred and finished elsewhere. But I'm the short guy up front. But more importantly, my son sat signing his national intent out in the country, enjoying watching the scenery of wild elk running around, as well as my family camping. That's what makes me tick. But you know what? I've been at this long enough to understand that nobody really cares who I am. You're here because you really care about what I can do for you. So I'll tell you what, let's dive right into it. Here's our training agenda. I'm going to go over how to lose the conventional business expenses that kill many businesses today, growing your income, working the same or even less hours than you do right now, how to quickly create more active income and passive income, producing generational wealth, how to build a digital platform that drives unlimited pre-qualified leads to you and generate huge return on your investment on very little startup capital. Listen, as business owners, you get it. The best days and hours of our lives are spent chasing money, and honestly, I'd rather spend more time creating more memories with my loved ones, like I just shared, versus chasing down money day after day after day. I wanted to generate something that would allow me to create a lifestyle filled by what is most important to me, my family, the outdoors, and the things that I love most. Don't get me wrong, money is pretty important. It ranks right up there with oxygen. But now I have a system that residually creates cash for my family to better utilize our time doing what we love to do. So by the end of the presentation, you will learn how I went from business owner to investor, skyrocketing my return on investment, creating a passive income that is building a legacy of wealth and long-term growth, creating more time, again, with my family. You will learn my simple, duplicatable system in this webinar. By the way, I did all this without closing the doors or sacrificing my old business, and I sleep a whole lot better these days. So don't leave before you learn how this simple, duplicatable system that is being kept from you can change your life like it has mine. What are the challenges of owning your own business today? You know, because you're a business owner. How about huge startup costs? Can't find quality help, costly benefits, labor costs, low capital reserves, inflation, low ROI. You have to pay yourself last. Setbacks from COVID. First to arrive and last to leave almost every day. Long-term debt. How about this one? Is your business creating generational wealth and an opportunity for your children to thrive, or will it be a noose around their neck like I so often worry about my own children? You get all these challenges. Even though all these obstacles are there, we are the ones that succeed. Here's a disclaimer. This may not be a perfect presentation, but you're here for a reason. So excuse my stumbles here or there, but I hope you get value of what I'm going to share with you tonight, and think without boundaries and open your mind to the possibilities that this presentation can create for you. So exactly who is this for? Well, I think you're here because you still have big dreams. Failures of the past don't define you, and you have to let them teach you, right? Hey, look, you're willing to work hard. I understand that. That's what business people do. That's what we've done all of our lives. You want more out of life. You want more financial and time freedom. You want to raise your kids and not have somebody else raise them. Something is missing, but what is it? You know, I was told several times I couldn't. So I went out and did it anyway because I was motivated by the challenge of someone telling me something that I couldn't do. My work ethic proved otherwise. You saw that little basketball picture. I was told I could never play college basketball. My coach wouldn't even write me a letter. But I'll tell you what, when your why is big enough, you can make great things happen. So if you believe in yourself, anything really is possible. How big is your why? You see, because if your why is big enough, and if you found your why, You understand, but if you haven't, you need to find your why. The what and how will follow. If your why is big enough, good things will come to you. So you have to start with your why, with the end in mind. My why: I am willing to work harder in a shorter window of time to create a lifetime of choices for my family. More golf, less desk time. More hunting, more fishing, more hiking, less 10 hours sitting at my office every day. If your why is driving you to seek more than your current business is providing you, then you are in the right spot. The what and how to achieve your why are reasons you're here today, and they will soon follow. Let me paint a picture of what we used to look like. In 1975, that was the facility that my father started. That was the building. That was what the showroom looked like. Well, here's what we look like today. Our why was a bit bigger. We went through the challenges, and I'll get into my story here in a second. But that's our showroom. That's my partner and sister, Irene, and that's what we look like today. So a little bit about my story. Like I said, I have 40 years in traditional business, grinding to build financial security. There's always factors that dictate where we go in life. Factors that constantly stifle our growth are pandemic, inflation, facility, demands, cash flow, lack of employees, challenges of employees. These were some of the challenges that I was facing when I came back in 1990. Long story short is we took a business that was struggling immensely, faced with a huge loss, a six-figure loss before the year I got here. We had to buckle down. We had to fight through a lot of changes. Poor economic cycle that they were going through. And we had to figure this out. One thing that I was taught was a great work ethic. My dad taught me that hard work pays off and to be humble about what you do. So when I came home, that's exactly what I used to lock in with my family and build this business. As we grew, there were more challenges that came. But what we did do is we changed it from a six-figure loser to a seven-figure net profit down the road. And we changed it from that old facility that you see down there in that picture to what you saw in the previous picture of the new modern facility. As those things went along, though, there was always something that was missing, because what I learned through that time period of those challenges of trying to rebuild my dealership, trying to put the pieces back into place, trying to get cash flow back into the business so that we could operate like a quote-unquote normal business, I knew that I needed a secondary income. I knew that all my eggs were in one basket. And that scared me and that bothered me, because we had just went through a demanding cycle where we were almost shut down by the manufacturers because they had accused us of things that really didn't happen. And we proved that wrong, paid them off, and told them bye-bye. You know what? That secondary income, what was it? I just didn't know, but I knew I needed to find something. I didn't have time to spare to build something else, but I desired to figure out what I could do. I needed to break away from the limited thinking, limited growth dictating my income, and I wasn't sure how to build a passive income for my family's future, but I knew it was something that I was curious about, and I was really willing to go to work for it. So where do I find a business that employees aren't a problem? Avoiding massive capital investment weren't major roadblocks? That's what my challenge was. Well, to make things worse, I felt terrible because my dealership already demanded enough of my time away from my family. I had spent countless hours down there when I was trying to turn that business around. There at 6 and 7 a.m. and there until 2 and 3 in the morning. It was a demanding time, but it did pay off. But I didn't need more time away from my family. I wanted to figure out how to have more time with my family. That's probably part of what you're thinking about too. But like me, what was missing? Well, you know what? I tried direct sales. I tried out a couple of companies. I was coachable. I did well. I made some money. But I found myself chasing people in my spare time, running out of people to talk to, and ending up with tons of product that I really didn't need. The system was failing too many people, but the system wasn't duplicatable, and I didn't know how to bring them along. I hit a wall, and along those times, there was other challenges that came along. The pandemic, government regulations limiting my ability to operate my business, supplier issues, lack of employees, inflation, all the factors that severely inhibited my brick and mortar business. We know it was by chance that something amazing happened in my life. I discovered a members-only platform combined with a simple hidden secret to 10 times my growth on my return on my investment with a self-liquidating offer. It was crystal clear to me how to build a residual income, creating generational wealth with the digital system of growth, 0 employees, and no major capital investment. I found a way to answer that burning question that had haunted me. How do I find a second business when I don't have time for a second business? I found the answer to building a business online quickly to diversify my income. As a result, I partnered with a person who introduced me to a simple plug-and-play system that wiped out the countless hours of cold calling for customers, and now I have a duplicatable system of growth that drives customers to me wanting to know more about what I have. I am now attracting high-quality business owners that understand the value of not only making more money, but putting their money to work to generate 10x growth like I am, and building generational wealth quickly. Today, I'm realizing a tremendous return on my investment on much smaller ad spends online. I'm no longer limited by all the small business brick and mortar challenges of my conventional business. No products to sell, to stock, and to tie up cash, but rather an invitation-only membership with tremendous personal benefits we all need and want today. So I'm no longer limited by a small market area. I can market just about anywhere in the world. I could reach out to thousands of people that want and need exactly what I have, and do it in a very simple system. I transitioned from a business owner to a business owner and a savvy investor to diversify my income like I've never been able to before. I want to tell you about my system, Bulletproof Business Builders. Here's the plan. Create a sales funnel to reach small business owners. Transition business owners into savvy investors, and create a passive income that grows even while I sleep. Develop a simple, duplicatable system for others to follow and to do the same. Launch my business through digital campaigns, creating huge financial opportunities, both active and passive income. After creating my platform, I was able to thrive in my second business and continue to focus on my conventional business as well. I built quickly with like-minded people and duplicated the system. I was also able to gain time freedom back. Build an income that is residual. Sleep better at night knowing the business is definitely not a noose around my children's neck in the future. Now, I'm going to guess that your story probably isn't that much different than what I have just shared with you. You probably have some of the same challenges that I've just discussed. And like me, you've wondered, what can I do? What is it that fits into your time frame that actually creates more time for you to spend otherwise? What you're learning here will give you the options in life that I think you've been looking for. So where are you right now? This is the Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. He's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. There are 4 types of people in the world of business. There are the employees, the self-employed, business owners, or the investors. The lines that separate those quadrants, I like to call those mindsets. And you have to have a different mindset to move from one quadrant to the next. Let's be real about something right now. As business owners, I think we could all agree none of us want to ever go back to being an employee. That mindset is rock solid in all of us, and that's one area where we do not want to travel back to. Here's the deal on that. You may see yourself as a business owner as well. So let me ask you, are you a business owner? Kiyosaki refers to a business owner as a large business with 500 or more employees. I wasn't. My business at the biggest was 45 employees max. Most of us are stuck in that E or S quadrant. And as I say, we've left that E and we're sitting there in S and B. Maybe some of you are sitting in that I. Most of us are stuck in that S though, self-employed, and the job owns us more than we own the job. What we want to do is we want to migrate to the right side of the quadrant, the B and I side of the quadrant. And I want to show you how we need to do that quickly, because that's where 95% of the world's wealth is. Let's talk about some of the Rich Dad lessons that are involved in this process. First of all, how about taxes? You see on the left side of the quadrant, 25% and 40%, those are the taxes that employees and small business owners usually are faced with paying versus the 15 or 5% that are the guidelines for the tax laws on the right side of the business. Warren Buffett would say it like this: he pays a lower tax rate than employees or self-employed people. So what do we want to do? We want to become an investor, or we want to become an entrepreneur like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Let's face it. They've leveraged their time and diversified themselves by being large business owners and investors. So, like a good road sign, I always say, keep to the right or get to the right size. Now, a lot of people say, well, I love what I do, but I'm always looking for ways to make more money. That's a mindset. That's something that we have to change. You may love what you do, but certainly we need to focus on getting over to the right side and diversifying ourselves. Those who move to the wealth side of the quadrant, they do 3 things very well. They have a long-term vision and a plan. They believe in delayed gratification and use the power of compounding to their favor. We all have the same amount of time. It's how we compound it that counts. Changing quadrants, it can be difficult. Changing mindset in order to change quadrants, that can be difficult as well. It takes motivation both internally and externally. So for example, what do I mean? Let's say you're a smoker, and in order for a smoker to quit, they need a strong mindset as well as maybe some advice from a doctor. Quit smoking because it's killing you. But as long as that person stays in his circle of influence, it becomes increasingly difficult to change. Well, you can buy a diet plan as well, and it may work for a while, but if you don't have a strong mindset to make the change permanent, that won't be a life-changing either. So the move can be life-changing, but you don't want all your eggs in one basket, and that's the point of this whole example. Remember, staying in the B quadrant is still exchanging time for money, and when you lock those doors, you're no longer making money. This is what I mean by changing your mindset. Working in one quadrant is like standing on one leg. Not much mobility. You can rock back and forth. There isn't great balance. Engaging in this simple plan will immediately move you into both quadrants, B and I, quickly with two legs to grow on. You will have the business model to transition quickly and the training to build a strong mindset for growth. Let's talk about secret number one, rapid return on investment. By using my platform, you will immediately free yourself from employees. I like to think work smarter, not harder. How about ridiculously low startup investment to get started in a business behind the business that you already have? Attract qualified leads. Simply, don't go out and chase and hunt like I used to do in that old style of business that I used to do, but rather attract qualified leads through our simple duplicatable system. Create income that pays you first. Geez, there's a novel idea. You've put in the investment in your business. You put up most of the time in your business. You deserve to be paid first. Have a marketing system that works for you 24/7. How about no long-term debt and no employees? Now, I don't mean to keep pounding on employees. As business owners, we know how invaluable those people are to us. They're a vital part of our success in our regular businesses. We also know the challenges of pay, benefits, the problem employees, who's the bully, unproductive, late, insubordinate. It's always a mix, and we've had to deal with all of those. And that's one problem I really don't miss anymore. You will learn how to build teams with a membership that creates passive income and offers access to benefits like health care, at-large group pricing, 401k, and much, much more involved in this membership. You pick who qualifies for your business, growing your return on investment by building like-minded teams, doing the same for themselves. Quickly build teams and earn income like the big business quadrant. Question for you. As a business owner, you understand getting paid for employees' efforts. It's pretty straightforward. So why wouldn't you want a business where you can get paid on a percentage of hundreds and maybe even thousands of people on teams and have a payroll of $0 in the process? This business model will create a huge ROI by doing just that. And at the end of this video, you will see the total value of what I'm offering you and scratch your head when you see just how inexpensive this is to start up. How about creating active and passive income? Change your mindset, change your income. Stay on the left, broke, where 5% of the world's wealth is built, or change your mindset and move to the right quadrant and think about being a millionaire. Change your why, change your work attitude, and move. What are the benefits of living on the right side? Passive income. Why not make money while you sleep? As I said before, if your business is like mine, when I lock the doors, it's done. There is no more income coming in. There's no more active income like your business now. You get a salary, a commission, but that active income that comes in is when the doors are unlocked. Further, the passive income. If your business is like mine, when the month is over, I start running hard again. When one sale is made, I have to move on to the next. That sale doesn't duplicate more income. It's done. How about portfolio income, safe and tangible assets available with our membership? We learn from the most successful people in the world. Why start from the ground up? All of these people on the screen are tremendously successful people. They built empires, and they built them with systems of growth to create multiple streams of income, and they thrive living in both quadrants as business owners and investors. So our model is a membership-only model. Our members come to us because of an effective method to build a flexible, low-cost business. They avoid overhead expenses, reduced advertising costs, huge market opportunity to build on. Leverage your income with duplication. Allows you to work from anywhere, and you don't sell potions, lotions, vitamins, or any other health products. Let's talk about secret number 2. Simple and duplicatable. Let's face it, if you've been in business long enough like I have, the last thing I wanted to do was to try to dig the foundation out and build from the ground up and make all the mistakes and start over and make more mistakes and go again. So what are some factors that I would want you to consider in our simple and duplicatable system? Successful businesses have a bulletproof plan. Well, what results can you expect with ours? You won't build from the ground floor, investing thousands and fine-tuning to get results from our system of growth or our membership-only business. We have a strategic marketing plan to be successful in our businesses. Without a strategic marketing plan, you're just swimming in the ocean, getting eaten up by the sharks with no focus or clear vision. We have a simple plan utilizing Facebook to target your audience in a very laser-focused manner that creates immediate results. Membership that customers want. As I said, you will never purchase products to sell. You will not tie up capital in inventory that you need to try to sell to someone else. How about benefits? As small business owners, we know the challenges of trying to secure good benefits for our people and, for that matter, for ourselves. You will have access to health insurance with large group benefits, 401k, and much, much more with this membership. How about an online presence to build your business with? Yes, you will own your own digital platform of which to build from. Teams versus employees. Never hire an employee again. Yes, you will look for team members like I'm doing right here with you today. I'm looking for winners. I'm looking for people that want to work hard. I'm looking for go-getters that has a why bigger than the how or the what right now. They have a why. They're hungry. Is that you? Because that's the type of team members I am looking for. How about best practices for success? This system is already working for many others, folks. We know it works. We have a proven method that will help you be successful. Training and support. We have a complete team training website built for you with the support to get started and get started quickly. Quick to market. You can build your digital system with our sales funnel, and you can do it as quickly as in a day with our copy and paste system. Some it takes a little bit longer. How you do it is dependent upon your work ethic. I want you to think about these facts. 1 in 5 businesses fail in the first year. 50% of businesses fail by year 5. 38% fail due to having no capital or not enough capital. This Bulletproof Business Builders Plan is proven, successful, and jumpstarts your success. You are the final ingredient. You have to be committed to your success, coachable, and willing to work. Congratulations if your business has survived these statistics that I just mentioned. It's hard work, and we understand how to get through those things. You're probably here because, like me, you still worry about what is going on when you leave your business. What happens when you hand your business down to your loved one? Is that built for your children's success, or is it a noose around their neck? Are your systems and processes set up for your business to run on autopilot? Or are you constantly adjusting and fine-tuning to keep the business moving forward? If you are the latter and your business is flying, then you will love what this business model will do for you. You totally get what it takes to be a duplicatable business and have the processes that are simple to install and run, which can mean for you your successes. If you are the struggling business owner, then you are about to find out why this system is so important to your financial success going forward. You see, either way, we have a system that is duplicatable. We have a system that has been tweaked and that is proven. Fine-tuning will be simple to go forward with this business plan. We've been talking about successful business plans. Here's some successful franchises that I think you should consider when looking at businesses. Well, we know McDonald's and Subway for sure, and we know the Patriots in the football world, and we know the Golden State Warriors if you're a basketball fan. They have successful systems. They have vested ownership. They have entrepreneurs that have invested in these businesses to ensure their success. Training. All of them use training. The McDonald's Academy, the Patriots with their simple system of saying, do your job. McDonald's and Subway, their franchise models are some of the best. Consistency, innovation, they create rapid growth. They're duplicatable. You walk in, it doesn't matter where you go, the food tastes the same because of their great training systems. And they all have great players. The Warriors, well, they're a great team. They consistently lead the league in every statistical category. They're focused on doing the little things right that make them a success. Well, quite frankly, we can do all these things, but we can do it without the startup costs that you get eaten up with if you were to try to invest in these. And quite frankly, the time that gets eaten up in order to run these franchises become very, very challenging. So what do we look like? And how am I creating generational wealth? See, we have taken the franchise model of successful businesses and created our model that it's all of those things that will drive massive growth without massive startup costs of a traditional franchise model. Actually, it starts for a fraction of any of the franchise models we just showed you in a traditional business world. You see, if we take this system and we plug you in, what we teach you is how we find team members that look something like we see below. We find the people, we plug them in, and now what happens is through the team's efforts, we're duplicating our income through the time of many. And over time, as your team grows, your time effort shrinks and the income grows. And that's how we create generational wealth, because once it gets to a certain spot, there's no stopping it. So how do we do it? Here's our simple 7-step business model that will build your success. This system is simple and it's scalable. The only mistake you can make is to quit too early. It does take hard work, focus, fine-tuning, and the system will build itself over time. All of this combined with coaching that will support your success in building the system is provided by our team. At the end of the day, your business is yours to own. You have to put in the hard work and you can't give up. And you have to remember your why. So how does it work? We do laser-focused targeted ads on Facebook. We place the Facebook ads. We really consider the markets that you want to go after. We call it What Ocean Do You Want to Swim In? And you'll learn more about that in our great training that we do when we set you up for the business. Becoming very laser-focused about who you want to speak to is the first step in building your business model. It's built into an application funnel, and when the folks come from the Facebook ad, they come into your application funnel. They watch a webinar just like what you are doing right now. That leads to a phone call, and from the phone call, we earn the right to create partners through a system of growth with our members only and our simple duplicatable process that you're looking at right now. You become a new business partner, and through that process, we show you how you can begin to create active and passive income and generational wealth for your loved ones going forward. So let's talk about a lead cost example of what it looks like when we go into that Facebook ad. So leads cost anywhere between $5 and $30. Let's use a $10 cost per lead as an example. The number of leads that were generated are 100. That's a $1,000 total lead cost. But through that lead cost of $1,000 and those 100 leads, we were able to find 25 business partners that became a part of the team on our membership platform. With a commission of $1,000 in immediate income, you can see $25,000 of commission right away with a cost of $1,000 and a monthly profit of $24,000. So my first question would be, how long does it take you to produce $24,000 of profit, and what kind of ad spends do you do in your business to create that kind of income? For me, I know it's a little bit more difficult than what it is in this system in my membership-only platform versus my dealership. Let's talk about generational wealth. Well, that means we're stepping into the investors quadrant, doesn't it? Well, to be clear, I want you to first know that I'm not a financial advisor. But what do I understand? I do understand that putting all my money in the bank and waiting for today's interest rates to make me rich, well, that's a slow death. And for me personally, I do know that the stock market isn't a world that I'm really comfortable in today's volatile market that we live in. I'm glad I found an easier way to create generational wealth for my family. How do we do it? It's this system right here, folks. I simply continue to drive and help others duplicate exactly what I'm doing. The team grows, and as the team grows, the momentum grows. So I want you to think about something real quick. If I offered you $5 million today, or a penny doubled over 30 days, which would you take? Now, there are no strings attached to this offer. The $5 million is yours. Just say it if you want it. Which would you choose? If you said the penny, you're exactly who I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and let's do the math on what that would look like. I give you the $5 million and I keep the penny. Through the first 10 days and even the 15 up to the 20 days, you're laughing at me because through 20 days I've only made $5,200 and you're sitting on $5 million. Right now you're laughing at me. On day 25 you're really laughing because you know we're only 5 days away and I've only got $167,000 in the bank. Look what happens in day 28, 29, and 30 though. Through the power of duplication, I go from 1.3 million to 2.6 and I finally end at day 30 with over $5.3 million. You got 5 million and you're buying me breakfast because the power of duplication went to work. The momentum started towards the end and it was unstoppable. See, duplicating your business with the same thinking is what I'm asking you to consider with our simple offer here today. I often talk to my team members about this simply. If it was as little as duplicating 2 people a month in your business and asking those 2 to do the same over an entire year, by the end of the year you would have over 4,000 people in your business and you would be creating a tremendous amount of passive income. There are benefits from the efforts of many versus the efforts of just one. We understand as business owners, we prefer to be paid off the benefits of many. Here's another example I want you to consider when we talk about momentum and generational wealth. Please think for a moment that you're building a snowball, a simple snowball, and our mission is to push it up that hill that you see in the picture. Simply, you're going to start with a small snowball like you see right there in this picture. You're going to pack it together, and then you're going to lay it on the ground, and you're going to start to roll that snowball. Please understand, I want you to consider that snowball as your business. And when you started your business and you started rolling, at first, fresh start, easy to go. Like the snowball, you start rolling and the movement is simple. You start up the hill with ease. Your snowball begins to grow. And as it grows, it becomes more difficult to push the snowball to the top of the hill. Now your goal is this. You need to get the snowball to the top of the hill in order to get it off the other side to create generational wealth. As you push, you run into obstacles. Maybe it's a tree. Maybe it's a rock. Maybe it's a recession, inflation. Maybe it's the loss of employees. All of those things that inhibit our conventional business today. But you continue to push. And as you get to the top of the hill, it's tough. The massive growth has begun and you can barely push it. And when you get it to the top of the hill and you give it the final push, it takes off on the other side. And when it takes off on the other side, the snowball grows exponentially. The growth is unstoppable. You could try to run after it and stop it, but it's too late. You've built your business and it's taken off. That's what I'm offering you here today. With focus, with hard work, with a never quit attitude, building your business and getting it over the top, you can create choices in your life that we're going to create generational wealth and choices for your children and quite possibly your grandchildren and your grandchildren's children if done right. That final ingredient is you and how willing you are to push your snowball. Here's our self-liquidating offer. Number 1, I told you I tried those other businesses and I hated cold calls. I hated feeling like a hunter. There are no cold calls in this business, folks. There are no chasing customers. There is no wondering where the next customer will come from. There are no employees to worry about, no benefits for the employees, no payroll, no countless hours away from your family. But what there are qualified leads that are going to come in. You get to choose who you do business with. Active income that will replace your current income. That's going to give you the choices. Never once have I told you or asked you or said that you need to close the business that you have today, but rather to give you choices of what your future is going to look like, to give you choices on how you're going to mold your life going forward. Passive income, investment income, yes to time freedom and travel, yes to dreams you thought you would never achieve. All of those things are possible with what I am offering to you today. Those are choices that I really don't have in my business today with my conventional business. And that's why I finally found that missing piece that I was looking for. I found that business that fit into our family schedule, that is freeing up more time. As it grows, my workload decreases. And it's an exciting time to watch the transformation of where we are with our business. Why not you saying yes to these same offers, being the business person that likes to look at where you can grow and how you can grow at. This is the Bulletproof Business Builders Package. Folks, this is what I've been talking about. A self-liquidated, automated lead system, business webinar masterclass launch, Facebook ads masterclass, Facebook ads swipe files, private coaching group and Zoom calls, my 90 days to 10K per month passive income quick start plan, complete FAQ and training site on your new business, ongoing personal development. Now this package is worth over $15,000. And as I said, I scratched my head and laughed to myself because folks, when you decide to fill out the application that I'm going to offer to you shortly here and see for how little you can get into this business, it's laughable. So let me ask you a few things. Where do you see yourself right now? Now you've been through this entire presentation with me up to this point, so it tells me you are looking for something more in your life. You are looking for the keys to more freedom. Is it financial? Is it time? Is it all of the above? So here's your choices right now. You know what? Do nothing. Keep fighting the same battles in your conventional business. I like to say, keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results. I know because I did it for a long time. Go ahead and keep worrying about the lack of quality employees, raises just to keep pace with inflation, shrinking return on investment, the government mandates that continue to grow and grow and grow and stress our conventional businesses, huge capital investment and demands to keep facilities up to par and all the other things that make it difficult to keep up. No clear plan to create generational wealth. 2, go ahead and be a pioneer. Invest $25,000 or more to build your own system to test, tweak, and set you back in capital expenditures and loss of precious time. Or 3, pay a professional over $100K to build the system for you. You have choices, but to me, the most logical choice that you could discuss and consider right now is number 4. Why don't you go ahead and join me? Use our Built For You system that I use with my proven members-only business model for a fraction of the price, with a huge growth opportunity and immediate results if you're accepted. Listen, time is money. Fill out the application and let's get started. But before you do, I want you to consider this. We're so confident in our system, we've backed it with a 100% guarantee. Simply follow our system, put in the work as directed by our system, and if it doesn't produce the results, we'll give you our money back. Like I said, the key ingredient is if you're willing to put in the time and the work and be coachable, this won't even be up for discussion because you will make your money back so much more quickly than you can imagine. It's not even funny. But it's there. I want you to rest comfortable. I'm not here for your money. If it doesn't work and it's not a fit, God bless you. I wish you all the luck in the world, but I want you to rest comfortable. And I'm not here just to get a little bit of money from you. I'm here to build leaders and to help you be successful. So for once again, I want you to look at this. There's our package. And the thing I want to stress to you right now is this is a very limited offer. So for a limited time, I'm looking for a few good people right now. I have room right now for 4 new leaders. They're going to fill up fast, I promise you, and it'll be a while before I can get back in here and offer it again. How many $10,000 months will it take for you to be debt-free? Let me ask you, can you see yourself going off the grid for 4 to 8 weeks with family, enjoying life, and coming home to more money than when you left? Or is it come home and fix the problems of your business because you left? Think about that difference. What impact will it have on your family to actually have you in their life daily? How about this? How about taking your children to a history lesson in Europe instead of from a book? What value would that have on their lives and yours? What is buying your time worth to you? How much time freedom do you want back? You see, here's my promise. I build leaders. I have a passion for helping people. Please understand that. I'm looking for 4 good people to help build as leaders within our team right now. Now, I'm willing to do my part. I need you to do your part. Your business mind understands hard work can pay off. Short-term sacrifice, long-term gain. Please fill out our application. That's all I ask. I want to know why you would be a good fit. We do not work with everyone. Please understand this. Take time and tell us why you're ready for a change. We will review your application. I promise you that. And we will be in touch. That's the second promise that I can guarantee you right now. If you're not a good fit, hey, let's have a discussion on options that may be a better fit for you. I have very few spots available. I've said that a few times now. I am looking for leaders that want to work and are willing to work, coachable, and have never, ever had a give up attitude, but rather a never give up attitude. So again, I'm Steve Maniotis. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to speaking to you in person. Have a great day.